Hi, it's Katie again with the Parks and Rec Fitness Department, and today we're going to be doing a short cardio strength circuit. So let's begin with our warm-up. Starting with your feet a little wider than hip distance, bring your arms out and twist a little side to side, making sure to release your opposite heel as you come across. Warming up the torso, you could add in a little reach across. And next we'll begin a swim of the arms. We'll start swimming forward, twisting the torso side to side, drawing the navel towards the spine to support, and then reverse the direction of the circles, doing the backstroke. Okay, next, bringing your feet even a little wider, shift your hips side to side as you lift your opposite toe. And just continuing to open up the hips. You can swing the knee out to the side, alternating knees. Next, getting it a little bit more into the legs. These are called 4-point squats. Tip forward, sliding your hands down your straight legs, and then bend the knees into a squat, holding briefly, reach the arms up, stand all the way. Tip, bend, reach, and stand. We'll do that 2 more times. Tipping, stretch the hamstrings, bend into a squat, reach up, and last one. Tipping, bend the knees, reach up. Now just a small squat, pulling one knee to the chest, continuing to stretch the hips. And let's change that into a small squat with an abduction of the leg out to the side. And now squaring the hips, step 1 foot back at a time into a short lunge, warming up the legs, getting ready for our work here. So you don't need any equipment for this circuit, just your body. We're not going to be getting down onto the floor at all, it's all standing. And our last warm-up item, you could either step side to side, doing a seal jack, or adding in a little bit of a hop. You can start to get that heart rate up. Let's do 10 more. 5, 4, or side to side, 2, 1. Okay, we're ready to get started. The way this works, we have 4 exercises. We'll be doing them for 20 seconds and then resting for 10 seconds in between. We'll do each circuit 2 times, and we've got 3 total, so that will be about 15 minutes of work. Take rest whenever you need to, drink water whenever you need to, and I'll be giving different options for you. So our first 4 exercises will be starting with a squat to crossover lunge. So you sit the hips back and then step back. We'll do 1 leg at a time. So the option for this, if you don't like the crossover, you could just do a squat to a regular lunge. Next is a forward and back lunge. You'll be stepping 1 foot forward, tapping, and then step it back into a lunge. Option for this, a little more advanced, you could take out the tap and add a little pulse as you go forward and back. Third exercise is a jack with a twist. You could step side to side or add a little hop as you reach toward the opposite foot. And then finishing this circuit, a little bit of balance work, a 1-legged deadlift. As your leg goes back, you could tap it down or try to balance. You could also add in a reach and a knee lift. All right, so let's get started with that. Squat to crossover lunge. So taking it back, and then we'll stay on one leg. So that same leg goes behind. Sit the hips back. Option here, just do a regular lunge back. Squat. All right, that's our 20 seconds. So we'll rest, shake it out. And the next exercise coming up, forward and back lunges. So I'll show you from the side, stepping forward, tap it, and then back. Second option, take out the tap, add a little pulse, and then just taking it forward and back. Almost there. And rest. Number 3, we have twist jacks. So remember your option, the side to side, or a little hop. Try to keep your head and your chest lifted, so you don't want to bring your torso forward. Keep the head up above the heart. Or that option. And rest. Last one before we repeat from the top. We have our one-legged deadlift, showing you from the side. Tipping forward, you could reach with a knee lift, you could tap, or just try to hold that balance. You could even add in a reach overhead as the knee comes up. And great. So now we're going to start at the beginning, doing everything on the opposite leg. Squat to crossover lunge. Sit the hips back and then cross behind. So you choose your intensity by how low you sink into the squat. If you don't like that crossover, remember, just go straight back into the lunge. 3 seconds. Rest. Forward and back lunges. So you could step forward, tap it in, lunge it back, tap it in. First option. Or remember that smoother stride without the tap in between. And rest. Twist jacks. We've got 20 seconds of work right here. Sinking back, keeping the head up. You could reach all the way to the foot or keep it a little higher, your choice. Also the side to side option. 5 seconds. Great, and last one before we switch exercises, our one-legged deadlift from the side. Ground into the standing leg, tip forward, tap it down if you need to. Keep your standing knee soft. Maybe find a focal point on the floor to help you balance. Great. All right, so we've got 1 minute of rest before we start our next 4 exercises. The first is a lateral squat. You could step it in, little pulse at the bottom. Second option, adding a little bit of impact as you shuffle side to side. Second exercise is a kick. So we'll start with our right leg and you just kick 20 seconds. You don't have to go high, you could keep it low. Third exercise, an upright mountain climber. So we have high knees and then we add in a reach, like you're scaling a rock wall. And finishing up, we have skater lunge. So side to side, you could keep it grounded, or slightly more intense option, you could add in a hop reaching towards or to your foot. Also, you could tap that back foot behind. So you choose. We'll get started with our lateral squats. First option, step it side to side. Second option, little shuffle. Land with the knees soft. Okay, next, right kick only. So bringing the right foot back, hands can come up into guard, and exhale as you kick. Doesn't have to be high, you could keep it a little lower. Halfway. Three, two, one, and rest. We have our upright mountain climbers coming up. So you're reaching, really extending out through the arms. Option, keep it grounded. You don't have to go as fast, your choice. 3, 2, 1. And our last exercise of the circuit before we repeat is our skater's lunge. First option, side to side. Just tap side to side. Second option, add a little more lateral hop. Maybe even a reach towards the floor or all the way to the floor. Exhale as you come down. Okay, we're going to take it from the top one more time with these 4 exercises. Lateral squat hops are next. Sinking down and going side to side. You choose your option, whatever works for you. Gets the heart rate up. Halfway. Three, two, one. Okay, left kick only this time. So left foot planted behind, elbows up in guard. Exhale as you kick that leg out. If you need to hold on to a wall a little bit to help you steady, that's fine. Maybe kick a little lower. Exhaling, working through it. And rest. Upright mountain climbers, round 2. Take them up. Option, slow it down. Maybe even lifting the knees higher. Halfway. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, skater's lunge. One more time, side to side. And go. Get the arms swinging. Optional reach down, adding a little more balance. Single leg squat. And done. All right, we've got one more circuit left. First exercise is 4x4 slalom jumps. Your option is to step side to side 4 times, bringing the arms behind, or adding a little impact. You could do a little hop. Last option, double foot hop. So we'll go 4 times in one direction, 4 times back. After that, a little active recovery. We'll sink into a low squat and doing a jab cross, rotating the torso. After that, similar stance to the kicks. This time we'll bring our arms overhead and just knee to hand with a big exhale. Power knees. And then we'll finish with a power jump. You have an option of just doing a heel raise or hopping both feet off. So we'll get started in 3 seconds with those 4x4 slalom jumps. So I'll start with a side hop and back, or double-footed hop. Let your arms come back like you're skiing down a hill with a big exhale, and rest. All right, take the feet wide, push the hips way back so the knees are right over the ankles. Lock in the core, jab cross, so you're rotating through the torso. I like to exhale on every second punch. Full extension of the arms, and your knuckles point right up to the ceiling. Almost there, 5 seconds. And rest. We'll get ready for our diagonal knee to hands, power knees, reaching up. With a big exhale, the knee comes up. Contracting the core, reaching the arms long. You choose your speed. The faster you go, heart rate will come up. And almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Power jumps. So remember your options here. We'll start sinking into a little bit of a squat. You could do a heel lift, inhaling up, exhaling down, or make it a hop. Make sure to land soft knees. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Whew. So we've got one more time through that circuit, and then we'll do a quick stretch, finish off. Last time with our 4x4 slalom jumps. So you could keep your feet together, do a double hop, or go one at a time. And let's go one more time, back and forth. Exhaling through, and rest. Okay, back to our isometric squat. Get your feet wide. The lower you go, the more you'll work the legs. This time we'll try out uppers. So we're coming from underneath, like you're punching up through the chin, so you're coming right up through the center line. Let your shoulders roll forward with each punch. Exhaling on every second punch. You choose your speed. And rest. 2 more to go. So left leg, power knees, stepping back, reach up, and big exhales. Halfway through, keep going. And 3, 2, 1, rest. So this is our last 20 seconds of work. Give it all you've got. Power jumps. And go. Reaching up, or just doing that heel lift. Last push, 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Keep it moving, walk around a little bit, let your heart rate start to come down, and we'll get a quick stretch. So starting with the feet wide, shift to one side, lifting the toes, and then shifting over to the other side. Coming together, step 1 foot behind, tilt the pelvis slightly, sink a little lower, stretching the front of the hip. We'll add a reach overhead. You could grab your wrist, add in a side bend, and release. And switching sides, step the other foot forward, step back, slight tilt, sink a little lower, knee over the ankle, reach the arms up, shoulders are relaxed. Maybe grab that opposite wrist, side bend across the front knee. We'll stretch our quads. You could find a wall if you need to, reaching for your shoelaces or your heel. Try to line the knees up, press the hips forward to deepen the stretch. Keep the chest lifted. And switching sides. Press the hip forward, line up the knees, keep the chest lifted, core engaged. Maybe a reach forward or to the side. And then to stretch the glutes, you could either cross the ankle or the top of the knee sitting back. Breathing into it. And then over to the other side, cross the shin or the top of the knee, sit the hips back. And release. In our last stretch, we'll step one foot behind the other, reach the arms up. Again, you could pull that wrist or reach one arm down. And release. Step the other foot behind the other, lateral hip stretch, reaching the arm up or pulling the wrist. And make sure you hydrate. Thank you for joining me for this cardio strength circuit. Stay tuned for more videos to come.